was talking to myself for an hour, dude. Well, I guess I gotta go delete that. Let me go delete that VOD on Twitch so I don't accidentally download it when I go to edit. But yeah, I was talking to myself for an hour because Windows Update, microphone disconnect. I'm a dummy. So here I am doing the intro again an hour later. Having talked to myself for an hour straight. No one could hear me, and I didn't know. Anyways, so we're playing Nicol Bolas Dragon God. Now, with that hour of experience I had just played, I actually did pretty good against Atraxa, and I never lost to Kenan. And, you know, Atraxa and Kenan, you say, and, well, yeah, apparently, Nicol Bolas is tier 1. I did not know this. I wasn't anticipating that. And it could be because of the combination of cards in my deck. It's not always just your commander, how they weight where you're placed. But I guess Nicol Bolas is tier 1. I would have never have guessed that. That's on me. But seeing how it is, yeah, we're going to play accordingly. So expect to play against all that if you do want to play Nicol Bolas. With that being said, since the last time I played him, there are a lot of new interesting cards like Virtue, Breach, the One Ring, Davriel, I don't even think was in the game when I played Nicol Bolas last. Cyclonic Rift, Rhystic Study. In the past hour I've been playing this, Rhystic Study has been absolutely insane because if you're playing against tier 1 things, the curve is a lot sharper, so, you know, people are tapping out every turn in the first few turns, so Rhystic Study draws usually about 3 by the time one of us is dead. So take that for what you will. I don't like 3-mana counter spells. I don't really think they're that fast enough, except against Atraxa. I guess they're actually pretty good against Atraxa. But there's plenty of reasons to do other things when you're turn 3 at sorcery speed that makes it so being torn between leaving your mana up or not for your turn 3 is debatable. So I've chosen to do it like this. And yeah, that's about it. Just Nicol Bolas, Grixis control, very few creatures. A lot more efficient sweepers have come out since last time I played them. Spiteful Banditry, stuff like that. It means I don't really want any creatures in my deck. I only have 3. One of them being Murderous Rider. Is that even really a creature? Sauron has Hexproof, basically. So I do kind of like it. I'd rather not blow up my own stuff, but another positive thing about having really no creatures is when your opponent has a bunch of removal, it's all dead because they have nothing to target with it. So you can avoid that. And if your commander was a creature, then all of your, like let's say I replace Sauron and Nicol Bolas, all of your removal that you have to face is now just going to be spearheaded into your commander because it's a creature. But if I'm going to stay creature light, I can sort of nullify an entire avenue of response from the opponent, like sweepers and stuff, just being completely dead. So that's what we're going to try to do. I obviously love Nicol Bolas, and I'm willing to play for even longer today because, well, I didn't get any footage earlier because I was talking to myself with no audio. So, like, comment, subscribe, please. Also, I started up a Patreon. It's just $1. That's all it is. It's just $1. There's no incentives. I just wanted to throw that in there to see if there'd be any success with it. That avenue there. Why not, right? Just $1. But yeah, let's roll. Let's roll. Also, thanks for the gifted subs and the 20... Oh, shoot, I lost it. 25 months resubs. Thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. We like crashed the game. Although I don't push. It's not even like pushing. It's just like I don't want to play against Mono Green Devotion every other game. I just don't. I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. So I won't. Oh no, Thoughtseize. Oh wait. Okay. This is basically Thoughtseize. The stronger your opponent's deck is, usually the stronger Inquisition gets, because 1, 2s, and 3s are usually the most relevant things in the entire game. Yeah, I'll leave this. Yeah, 25 months is a minute. That's for sure. It's a minute. But I've been streaming for 4 years, right? Yeah. It's been 4 years now. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. What do I do here? What does solve the equation do? Wait a minute. What does this do? Non-creature, non-land? Okay, so it technically doesn't do anything at all. Well, this is a terrible spot. It sucks, because the first game I played against an hour ago was Kenan, and I destroyed Kenan. I like just completely decimated it, and I don't have any footage of it now. Tragic. You like to say you learned a lot, but you still suck. Well, you know what? A for effort, right? Can't fault anyone for trying. Besides, it's all about having fun, right? That's all that matters. Who cares about the high tier, ultra, mega competitiveness of it? Okay, at this point I have literally nothing to do, so... All of my options here are absolute tragedies, so I guess I'll take K command. So I can blow up the midnight clock. I don't have Atraxa, I don't really use my own graveyard. I'll just attack the midnight clock. Okay, I can also attack that too. Okay, that too. Black, black, black. So this is 4, but that doesn't kill Nicol Bolas. So do stuff, Nicol Bolas. Surely we'll win this game. Graceful loser, yeah. That's a good way of looking at it. Oh no! Worst nightmare. Dead removal has been pitched to Nicol Bolas. Actual tragedy. Really hate to see that. Alright, so this isn't a bad spot. My opponent does have 2 mana, but, I mean, make him use it, I guess. Maybe this is a terrible spot. Hold on. What do they exile? Copy, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so let's play use a land. I don't have removal for this. I guess I just pass. Right? Or do I? This is actually, like, really ugly. Okay. I think my best bet is to see how they attack Nicol Bolas before I play the game. Oh! The downside of this is obviously if they have a, if they draw a relevant spell, but this way they can't kill Nicol Bolas. Now, what they could have done, and what they probably should have done, was activate this Guardian Idol and swing with that too, because that's free. Go to combat, swing with those. Nicol Bolas would probably die, and they're not really getting back at this, because I can Essence Scatter if they go to recast it. The logic of not swinging with Guardian Idol is they have 6 mana to recast Rusko, which is reasonable. Again, the one card they don't know about is backbreaking here, but they didn't make it that far. Cool. Xander's Lounge. These are both kind of the same. So I guess what do I actually do here? Literally nothing? Okay. This is the ugly side of Wayfarer's Bauble, I guess. I'm not going to leave it wash away, obviously. There's no reason. Cool. Alright, so let's go get a red? Probably. I could actually just get a black. I do need triple black, and technically this could be black, and then this could be red, so... I think I will play the One Ring, so I don't get hit by this. This ETB is actually not that big of a deal. Oh, I thought this is when it hits you, not when it swings. Oh, that's stupid. Okay, they discarded something I was not expecting them to. The Goose Mother. Never seen anyone play that before. Cool. Okay. I can Dark Ritual. Let's see. This Dark Ritual, black, 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 red, blue. So I can Dark Ritual into Nicol Bolas, and then it dies instantly. I have nothing to show for it, so that's kind of dumb. Okay. Alright, I need to draw something really soon. As in, like, next turn, basically. This is an embarrassing way to die. Killed by a lizard and a goose. It's pretty embarrassing. My opponent's playing really strange cards that I don't have any respect for, but it doesn't really matter what you're playing if I'm not actually playing against you. Not sort of just not doing anything. Is Sauron good here? I don't even know, is it? I feel like it isn't. I don't think it is. Wait, what? What? You shocked yourself. Gateway... what? Okay. So let's play you on black. Why did they shock themselves? So this stops the battle... no, it doesn't. I mean, it kind of does. Okay. I don't hate this. Unless they pay 3? Okay. There goes the wash away, I guess. Wait, what? Okay. I think that helps me. Doesn't that help me? Am I confused? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't help me at all. Maybe it's just still really bad. I feel like that helps me, though. It's a legendary artifact or creature, which they do have one, I guess. Okay, well, I mean... I killed the goose, got a Maelstrom Pulse, and I can sort of chump block here. I can also just not chump block. I should probably chump block, though, because this 1/1 is kind of useless. If I ever draw a board wipe, I'm going to want to cast it. Might as well do something with this while I can. Seems fine. I don't like these lands. These ones you got to pay for to have enter, because you can't play them turn 1, which is like really bad. Okay, so we play this. Surely there's no punish. And then we do this here. That Kavu filtered a lot of resources, though. But I have an answer to their Niv Mizzet, which is really huge. If I didn't, I'd probably be screwed. So let's hope it's good enough. Okay. That was a really good draw, but so was Discover the Formula. Wow. Okay, so we went from literally doing nothing at all to Sauron, Nicol Bolas, Wash Away, and just won. Actual shambles? Shambles? Are we going to shambles this opponent? I think this is the shambling. I think we're about to shamble a Light Paws opponent. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Light Paws is adorable. Oh, well, the other art is. This one's lame. Light Paws is normally adorable. I think we're about to shambles a Light Paws, dude. I'm going to bully a furry right now, watch. Opponent, you're supposed to cast your stupid card. Okay, let's play you and you. I'm comfortable with shields down, given the context here. I can also pay a bunch of life, because I don't really die that fast, and it's kind of all to one thing, so I don't particularly care. Oh, my opponent thinks they're safe with the Swiftfoot boots. Oh. Tragic. So is this on cast or enter? Okay, it's on cast. So let's pass. Could have played this as my land, actually. Oh, well. Too late. Alright, put an aura on it, please. Actually, put all the auras you want. Okay, sure. I'll let this trigger. That is fine. Unless they're mana abilities. Okay. I mean, you might as well just start putting stuff on your stuff here, right? Like, why not? I'll get a swamp. If it was enter, they could get all the auras from their deck, yeah. Okay, well, I mean, I'm not going to Shielder's Edict if you don't play the game. Yeah, I'll just take 2, buddy. That is very slow. Very slow for Light Paws. Oh, Cyclonic Rift is kind of funny. Not really, like, that good, but it's funny. We're going to play Xander's Lounge, or do I just leave up Sublime Epiphany? That has to make way more sense. Again, I don't really feel like playing... Like, I'll just play as conservative as it gets. Like, you're literally just swinging at me for 2. Light Paws does not win. Okay, bounce and draw. So, let's bounce the Swiftfoot Boots and draw a card. I think this is about the best this card will ever do for me, so... Oh, hey, look! Removal spell. Do you have a protection spell? You don't? Oh, yeah, this is just done. This is over. I'm gonna bully this this poor player just into oblivion right now. It's really just tragic. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. I'm not even gonna use the rift. Just yeah. It's just yeah. See, they didn't do anything. Like, you didn't put pressure on your Light Paws. You even got a trigger, right? Like, you could have put something that didn't just draw. You had to have something in your hand, right? It couldn't have been all lands. I wish they could have shown me, but yeah, you don't really come back from this. Just like when we played SRAM, it just yeah. I'm so burnt out of seeing Atraxa. So many Atraxa decks today. So many Atraxa decks. Okay, well, I'm never getting to this. Let's play this tapped. Could have, like, left up, whatchamacallit? Negate. But again, I don't really like negating the turn 2 green spell from Atraxa ever. Well, that's a good sign. Oh, wow. It's a really good sign. Opponent doesn't have absolute degeneracy on turn 2. This is actually the first time I played against Atraxa that didn't have a turn 2 play. Wow. Huge. There's Uro. Man, if only this was Rhystic Study. Actually, I'd prefer it to not be Rhystic Study, to be honest. Okay, so... Ah, you just can't play it. You gotta be kidding me. It's gonna activate it, but it activates itself, so... Well, fine. Let's get rid of probably that. Yeah, I really needed to play Nicol Bolas that turn, but the mana wasn't there. I really need it to, though. Absolutely nightmarish here. Alright, it's only sorcery. I can play this. There's counter magic now, though, and stuff, right? And it's just, now I have to actually play against stuff, but I really needed Nicol Bolas last turn. Just full stop. I don't draw off this zombie either now. What? Okay, just filling the graveyard for Uro? Fair enough. Of course, yep, why not? You got it, opponent. You got it. I can't afford to not do this, so... Let's just draw. And then no attack. Could have killed the zombie. Yeah, I guess they thought they had the perfect mana to blow up my thing, but they just didn't. It's kind of funny. I'm screaming counter magic, which is hilarious. I'm not going to block because I don't want him to draw a card, obviously. You still got to make me have the counter spell. You still have to make me show you it. Alright, so now we get to kill Liliana, and I don't feel as bad about my position. Playing 4D chess and getting rid of their Liliana would be hilarious. But it isn't like the most wrong of plays. Okay, let's get rid of Liliana. Let's play you. And I guess I just pass. Unfortunately, Uro is not a negatable target. Tragic. But I can Baleful Mastery it forever, which is, you know, it's something. Something about their planes looks really, like, nauseating to me. I don't know why. Just like, ugh. Maybe it's the clouds. Something about it just like, ugh. Yep. That is all fine with me. I will block because Nicol Bolas' plus is a lot better when your opponent doesn't have any tokens. I think that's not very good right now. Or in this, like, matchup at all. I'm actually going to min-max here and thin my deck of a land right now. Just go get a Swamp. It's 100 cards. It doesn't really matter that much, but it's better than not doing this. This is why I'm doing it. Tails End my trigger. Why? Okay, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. You can still just cast your... Alright, I'll trade. They can still just cast their card, though. Ooh, they get rid of a land. Alright, so if they can't do it, they're pretty happy. Probably should have paid more attention to what I just tapped there, actually. That was a bit of a mistake. But never punished. Didn't find it anyways. Oh, I forgot to blow up the Chromatic Lantern. Oh, I could have bedeviled him off of Atraxa. Oh, it didn't matter. Woo! Okay, it didn't matter. All is forgiven. All is actually forgiven. Everything's fine. Okay. Never not punished. Still no answer to Atraxa, though. Okay, I found an answer to Atraxa. How do I proceed? What counterspell or card? Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have not played a land yet, so I can get you. Alright. No mass discard. No Thoughtseize. Okay. Yep. That is far from doing things. I don't care. Oh no, more dead spells. Nicol, Bolas, stop. What are you doing? You're supposed to have, like, things I want you to not have. What are you doing? Calm down. You're supposed to have, like, really good cards. Okay, they kept this card. What is it? God. Counter, return, draw. Hey, alright. It's alright. It's not amazing, though. It's pretty neat. Okay, so Breach is really good against Sakama. I haven't played against Sakama in quite a while. Is this on cast or when it enters? It's when it enters. Okay. So I do need at least one counter spell. This is just a Tali with Sakama in the command zone. That's all it actually is. But if ever I was going to beat it. Yeah, Graph Digger's Cage. I mean, I could play a whole bunch of different stuff, yeah. Oh, look. Imagine they had an untapped green source turn 2. Turn 1. I don't have double red. Well, I mean, I do. Just not yet. Yeah, it's just a Tali with white in it. Nothing at all. Oh, that's not always a Tali. That's particular. Very peculiar. Alright. I would love to see a second creature here that taps for mana. Be nice. It's not what I meant. Okay, they didn't go for it. Okay. What are we at here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I just... Do I, like, still blow up this land anywhere else? Maybe I just, like, should. Okay. I get a treasure out of this, right? This isn't bad. Yeah, that's actually... That's fine. White Tali? Yeah, I guess. Kinda. Kinda is just white Tali. Okay, they have a layer, so... Can't really go for that. But what I can do is cast this at some point. Stop hitting things off this, Falakit! Stop! Just hit a land. Please. Okay, that's a really good card. I wish I saw this one more. It's really funny. It's like, alright, it's 1 mana, and then suddenly it's Omniscience. I like that card. It's kind of goofy. Okay, that's... yeah. Alright. I don't know if casting Dark Ritual first does anything. But I don't feel like thinking. I'm just going to cast that into Lantern, into Breach here. Oh, I got a Ulamog. Hello. Hey, told you it was good against them. And I think I will actually kill their Mana Dork. And then, actually, you know what's even better? I can do this. Look at that. And then their Mana Dork dies anyways. Nice. Okay. Cool. Alright. Yeah, that was, yep. Like I said, Breach the Multiverse against a giant big dumb is usually good, so... Wait a minute. What does that do? Seek a land. Okay, it's fine. Okay, that's fine. That is annoying, but we'll live. Oh no, my... Yay. No. Alright, so let's get that last card out of their hand. Let's kill Vorinclex and then just not swing. This cannot Lightning Bolt my face. And if I lose all my resources because of the Sakama, like all these enchantments and stuff, so be it. I'd rather that be the case than anything else. So let's kill you. I can technically take damage here. Like, I can kind of take 9. It just seems really reckless. Oh no, I cannot take 9 because they have a layer of the Hydra and it would kill me. Alright. Okay, finally. They whiffed on their thing. Yep. Alright, we've done some weird stabilization against Sakama. It's very rare to have Sakama sit in play and not be immediately dead. That's pretty interesting. Okay, just a random plus here. This is only creature, right? Yep, can't go throwing it at Nicol Bolas here. Just plus this. Attacking their mana now is actually really good because they have to exile something that isn't in hand. Alright, well, we're never playing Black Market Connections, I would not imagine. By extension, I'm not really playing anything that can get naturalized. So we just pass. Gaining life. Okay. They probably should have done this on my turn. It didn't end up mattering, but probably should have. Okay. You're tapped out. I'm not going to die to anything. I feel like that was favorable for me because they didn't wait till that was 11. That's unusual. Are they just dead if I steal this? No, they're not. If I do steal it, I can blow up the Valakut. Actually, if I steal it, I can blow up this stupid runaway thing, too. Yeah. Okay. So, green. Wait, no, undo. We plus first. Let's see what they do. Beans, what up? See what they do. Okay. Get rid of something in hand. Let's do this. Let's do you. So, this, green, and colorless. Oh, it's only commander. Okay, so like that. And then, can I gain life? Nope, just lightning bolt. So I pepper them for 9 because I can't kill them, and then I just die if I don't do this. And then there's no reason to gain life off of this. Actually, there's no reason to do anything, so I won't. Oh, this is a wild game. Sakama versus the world, dude. Sakama versus the world. Sure, yep. For some reason I thought that tapped for any color. It just doesn't. It's nice that I get to attack their lands. I get them locked at 7 or 6. Which is really nice. But I'm not drawing anything. And all my enchantments are actually poop because of this. So I guess I'm passing again? Ugh. Yep. Anything I play gets blown up. Doesn't matter. Okay, some more lands. Some more lands, you got it. Doesn't matter if they play the land from hand or not. You can just exile it all the same. Doesn't matter. Sakama is also a legendary, so I don't actually have an ultimate here. Okay, can I please actually draw something? Appreciate that. Well, that's actually pretty good when they aren't at like 10 mana. Supreme Will can actually do something here, so I like it. I like it. Draw a card, activate if you control a creature with power. Okay, that's not good. Okay. This is indestructible. This doesn't work. Sure, my opponent's aware of that. Sure. They could have used this Enclave to draw. I don't know why they didn't. Does my opponent not know how this works? Or do I not know how this works? Trample. Okay, trample would kill me. So they want to lightning bolt this out of the way, I see. Okay. Trample would kill me. So we just gotta do that. That's actually really funny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They are very far from that. There's no man land, and we can put them on a 2-turn clock. I think I'm actually going to gain life here randomly. And then I'm going to just cast this as an enchantment to close this game out even faster. Just vomit everything into play. Name white, I guess. Doesn't matter. Do I win? Whoa, imagine they drew that earlier. Okay, yeah, there's nothing they could hit off this. Yeah. No, they could have hit Swords to Plowshares, actually. Wow, dude, that's crazy. They had 35 cards left. Wow. Oh, man. Like, what was this game? Okay, actually, most of it got exiled from... Let's take a look at their... Let's take a look at their deck. Speaking of making no sense, I kind of like this hand because I have a tutor, and I can get to it kind of fast. This is the first time I've played against Sithus, actually. That's kind of funny. Actually, I don't care about this here. That's also kind of funny. Not upset with that one. Okay. My opponent just straight up didn't cast their commander. Am Big Confuzzle. What is this? Reprieve? The heck is this? Okay. Fragment Reality. Silly me. I guess I should have anticipated that one. Yeah, 1-for-1 removal is always better. You'd rather have Murderous Rider. At least it can do something else. D-Spark can do something else. It's just like, doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, what does this do? Enchantment spell, put a counter on this. End step, chance from graveyard. Okay. Well, I mean... Yep. Surely this time we don't lose our big mana rock. Okay. Teferi's Protection and Heroic Intervention. Okay, I guess. There's no Farewell or anything like that, because I'm playing Grixis here. Not that it would matter. Cyclonic Rift is fine. What about Sauron? Is Sauron any good here? Actually, it kind of is. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Okay. Sauron's actually pretty decent here. Might as well. If I play this, they just Teferi's Protection their creature, but I don't really care. I could also just, like, do this and not care at all. Tail's End is decent, but I kind of want to land, so I'll do that. I can't realistically attack. It wouldn't really do anything anyways, because Teferi's protection doesn't actually... it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's get this protection out of the way. Don't really care about it. And then I can play you for like the best card in my deck, which in this scenario is probably another counterspell because I have extreme board advantage. I think I just get another counterspell. Yeah, because I just have advantage here. So I might as well just sit behind my advantage and just make it so they can never realistically come out of what I'm doing to them. Can force the issue. Okay. So we trade, and then I can, Oh, they didn't Heroic Intervention! What? They didn't Heroic Intervention. Why not? They could have protected that. Wasn't that, like, super good for them? I guess it wasn't? I feel like it just, like, is, though, so I'm kind of confused. Okay, so they can make 1/1s, which I can't imagine are very, very frightening. Actually, I should take this time to just do this at this point. My opponent has nothing going on. I think I should just do this. That was a really not good card to see. Could be worse, though. Alright, so let's cast this. Actually, let's just not do anything. Let's just get rid of black market connections here. Alternatively, I can lead with this. Oh, wait a minute. My opponent tapped out. I can do this now. So, discard and 2 damage. No, discard and pick up Sauron, because Sauron's just really good, so... Lamont. Discard. Return. Let's get that Heroic Intervention out of the game. Get rid of black market connections, because I can't need it, nor do I really. Like, I just don't need it. Nice. Huge. Yeah. We have so many resources. I can just kind of pull ahead from here, right? This hollowed thing. This is pretty good right now. But I have, like, Extinction Event. I'm drawing a lot of cards. Like, a lot of cards between these. I'm gaining life. I'm not going to die. Infinite cards at my disposal. Yeah, so the first chunk of my stream, accidentally had no microphone or audio because the Windows update completely destroyed my stuff and I had to do it again. So I played this deck for a long time today. I'm tired. But yeah, I didn't have too bad of a time playing against the tier 1 stuff. You know, it's kind of cool to see that. It does confuse me because I don't know why I played against a bunch of Atraxas when I play against Atraxas when I'm not tier 1. I don't know what that means. Like, if you're Atraxa, you can play against Kenan and Sithus while also playing against Atali and Emoti. It's kind of weird to me. So does that mean Atraxa is like a loophole to just play weaker decks, weaker opponents? I don't know how it's weighted. It seems like it's not just weighted on your commander. But as it stood, I never saw anyone playing anything remotely close to Nicol Bolas. I didn't see anyone except one person playing Tasha's. Tasha, the 4-mana, this Unholy Archmage as a commander. That was the closest thing I played to something that was very similar to me. So I don't know why Nicol Bolas is deemed like tier Omega 1, and I'm playing against the best things, but I didn't have a bad matchup against some of it. Grixis does come fairly prepared. I did beat an enchantment-based strategy with a card, the color slice that doesn't have any enchantment removal, and I still beat it, which is, it goes to show it's still just strong, I guess. But yeah, you're going to play against tier 1, so we have to take that into consideration when we assess how we feel about this commander. I liked it. I didn't play Nicol Bolas in as many scenarios as I would have liked, but every time I would have had Nicol Bolas come out, like, early enough so I can untap with it, it was really, really devastating for the opponent, right? Even when they're discarding cards that aren't relevant, right? Like I was talking about how removal is dead. They can just get rid of the removal because I've just given them an avenue to use it for something. They get some value out of it, dodging the +1 with it, which is very annoying, but even still, Nicol Bolas is just solid. If you're ever in a top deck game, you're just going to win because you're just hosing your opponent's lands eventually. The ultimate is difficult to do, but it's not relevant. I don't ever find that relevant. Nicol Bolas's plus is also notably stronger than really any other choice I may have had in any scenario. Like if I had Liliana in play, Professor Onyx, Angrath, Tasha, Davriel might be actually an exception to this. The -2 was very good. So there's not many alternatives for this static ability. You're usually just going to plus this anyways, right? There's not many planeswalkers are like, oh, I just want to use that one instead. Again, I was like, not really. This plus is just good. So, yeah. The top end is decent. I never found a scenario where like I was upset with Sauron because I had to kill my own board with one of my like mini sweepers or something. It never seemed to be a serious problem. So you could maybe even run Lord Xander up here at the top end, the 7-mana weird Grixis dude that does like a bunch of very weird stuff. Maybe you could throw that in here. More targets for your virtue would be fine. You could maybe go into like more tutors and self-mill for like cards like this, and cards like Gix, and then the other one, Eldest Reborn, could throw that in here somewhere to have reanimation backup strategy in some way. You could do Final Parting with Gristlebrand, something like that. But as it stood, I did really like this a lot. Funny enough, I was saying red was the weakest of the colors. Most of the cards in my deck that were red were like kind of the weakest, even though there were a few. They're like few and far between. Volcanic Spite was just like weaker than its black alternative. I should probably play another one of the 2-mana black removal spells instead, or like something else. This was one of the weaker cards, right? Like it just was. Bedevil too. It's like a funky Vindicate, except it's not really even close to Vindicate. I mean, that'd be close to the Maelstrom Pulse, right? You'd much rather run Maelstrom Pulse than Bedevil, instant speed or not. It kind of fights against your blue because it's black, black, red. So good luck playing that next to Saw It Coming and stuff like that. It's not too impossible, but you know what I mean. I do like K-Command. There are a lot of artifacts. Same with Prismari Command. There are a lot of artifacts, so these shatters are decent, right? This does at least blow up an artifact. That's something, but Volcanic Spite and Bedevil could probably be something slightly better. Angrath I actually do like, because if you are in tier 1, which I didn't know when I started, but I never took him out anyways. If you are against tier 1, this does kill Sithus, and it kills Kenan. It just kills them. It steals it and kills it, which is nice. which is actually really nice. The +1 is also decent when your opponent's discarding to Nicol Bolas, but at that point, if you're plus spamming these two, your opponent's probably going to die. Probably just done. Rhystic Study is good. I think the last time I talked about this card, I was like, oh, I said the first time it was good. Now I'm saying it's not as good. Well, I'm back to saying it's probably really good. Playing it enough and in a few games, it's like your opponent sometimes has mana to throw at this and sometimes doesn't. I think on average, I'd really have to pay more attention. It's drawn like 5 cards in the game I've played it, which still pales in comparison to Necropotence. So if you own Necropotence and you want to run this exact list and you're like, oh, what do I take out? Well, you could probably just replace Rhystic Study with Necropotence. You could replace Black Market Connections with Necropotence. Honestly, you could probably replace Grim Tutor with Necropotence because you're probably going to draw whatever you were going to tutor for. And just the card advantage. Necropotence draws more than one card, right? So, right, and Necropotence probably should come in here. And if you are playing against Tier 1 all the time, because I guess that's where this guy is thrown into, Necropotence is just good. It's just going to be really solid. The downside is unfortunate. You can't draw past it, but who cares? Card is stupid, right? I haven't seen it that many times, but every time I do see it, I basically instantly lose the game. Countering it is my only avenue to victory, so with that logic, I probably should have thrown it in here at some point. I don't even know if I own it, but if I don't, I'd probably just binge buy till I got one, because it is a worthwhile mythic craft. It completely laughs at the One Ring, especially now that the One Ring got nerfed. If you're black, you should probably just trickle in a little Necropotence. Maybe some people don't even know what's in the game. Don't even know it exists. Breach is wishy-washy, because other than Kenan, there are not too many big, giant, spooky scaries in the Tier 1 bracket, so this actually isn't that great. But I did cast it against a Sakama player and stole their Ulamog, so that was cool. It was relevant there. And I think that's about it. Cyclonic Rift is very slow, I've noticed. There's a lot of times where I almost wish this was just Brazenbauer, so at least I get like a 3-1 that could do something later. Because I don't seem to be in a position ever to want to just mass bounce my opponent's stuff in 7 mana. It just never really seems to be something I want to do. So that could also just be a Necropotence. Anything I take out, the first one that comes in is Necropotence, let me tell you. Necropotence does not work, mind you, with Davriel's deal that gains life on draw, or Shield You the Apocalypse trigger. It doesn't work like the One Ring, because the cards are not drawn. They are just exiled and put to hand, so it gets around that, which is probably reasonable, right? Because otherwise you just draw your whole deck and win. Yep, I think that's about it. That's all I've got. I liked this. It's fun. If you like the Tier 1 bracket and you want to play something, I mean, it is Grixis, but like blue-black control-y, and you want to just play Nicol Bolas, this is something I would recommend. Angrath was actually solid. It's a goofy one, but I actually do like this. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.